In your recent LinkedIn post, you don't have to remember them all, right? But in one of the posts, I saw Etsy example, okay, how they piloting AI-based gift recommender. Do
Yeah.
you recall that example? Can you maybe spell out the exact success story there? What have they tried? How did it work? And what part, Mason, your company is playing in it?
Yeah, so Etsy, I mean, we did power the Etsy gift recommender, but I think the Etsy gift recommender is a great example of how AI can really be used to kind of improve a digital product portfolio for a brand itself. And I think we're speaking a little earlier about it. You know what? Retailers are now creating digital products which enrich the life of customers. Now, typically for when you're creating gifts, you want to know what kind of gifts would really be sensible for people who are being gifted to. And so a gift recommender really makes the life easy, especially if you can get to know that, hey, here are my friends, they're probably looking for gifts A, B, and C, and I can really kind of help curate a gift list for them. And a gift recommender really helps you create these curated gift shops using which you can go and buy from a curated list of products rather than really kind of browse the entire catalog. And I think that's really the use case that was done by this. What really powered the AI powering it was really the merchandising bit of it and the engagement, the engaging experience and the content created for it. Those are the two bits which really kind of made sense for it. Because of Etsy's rich consumer profile data, they were able to understand consumer profiles and be able to create rich merchandising which is tailored for those consumers, and obviously give those as gift stores, which is now available for their friends, which they can use to now curate those gifts. So I think that's really what kind of hit home in terms of how they have been able to smartly use AI to kind of create these digital products that really enhance the life of the consumers and shoppers today.
Fantastic. It's good to be the king. So it sounds that in 2024, consumer is the king. At the same time, again, companies who entering the space or maybe, again, right, expanding their business in retail, what are the best practices in terms of, first technology adoption, just understanding, what's the stack of technologies you need to have, okay? And of course, so many larger companies have to integrate these new technologies with their legacy applications, all right? So what's your take on this, on overall, of course, evolving retail tech?
Yeah, so one of those key things is to have the right partners before you kind of jump in on the technology bandwagon, because like you said, it's a very noisy space, right? From existing monolithic stacks and legacy stacks to basically there's new exciting LLMs, but there's also the privacy issues that come along with those. How do you kind of ensure that you ground those models? So there's a lot of different moving pieces over there. It's finding the right partners that's super essential before you can kind of adopt AI. And one of those core pillars I'll reiterate is there's data, there's ensure first find your right partners, get your data in place, start training your models, launching out, prioritizing your use cases, which really make sense for your business. And then subsequently look at, like, once you've prioritized those use cases, how do I get them live to the customers and create the feedback loop for my models to learn better and my AI to learn better. So as you kind of jump on the technology bandwagon of adopting AI, I would say that take a roadmap, create a roadmap for AI adoption within your company, and then start working with the right partners to be able to get those to life for consumers. For consumers, I see it's a super exciting time because what it's really meaning is that our experiences are really becoming a lot more seamless as we interact with brands. And for brands, I see it's one of those pivotal moments as to say that, hey, how can I today adopt AI to really make a connected experience for the consumer across all the channels that I'm selling on? Whether it's marketplace, whether it's social, whether it's a direct channels, or whether it's on an offline store, I need to understand the customer and make that shopping experience personal. And I think that's what's emerging out for brands today, and AI is really enabling that. You just need to be ensuring you have the right roadmap to drive that adoption for AI today in your company. Yeah.
And this will be the right place in our talk, Barada, to talk a little bit about Mason, because you are a founder and CEO All right. Congratulations. Congratulations on all these successes. I've learned about the company. Absolutely amazing, amazing journey that you've been on. Can you maybe describe, right, how you started and why retail tech in your career?
Yeah, well, thanks. I mean, for me, I've been like now a part of retail and the commerce ecosystem for a while now. I mean, while technology itself, I've lived my whole career and life now at the intersection of technology and commerce, as I call it. So a big nerd in both. I spent a bunch of time working at the Flipkart group, which is a part of the Walmart group now, and built a bunch of the infrastructure for building out the revenue infrastructure, which is everything to do around how do you monetize customers, how do you ensure that you have the right visibility for brands, how do you ensure that brands get the right engagement with customers. And so we built a bunch of the engines and the systems over there. And that also led us to understand that, you know what, a large part of how digital experiences were evolving was on the basis of consumer understanding. So, and what we saw was that as more brands and retailers were coming online, they lacked a large part of that infrastructure today. That's really been one of those key forces. Simultaneously, we are also seeing these exciting leaps in AI in terms of how content could be generated automatically and how AI was really playing a key pivotal role. So we jumped out to kind of bring all of that together at Mason. Today at Mason, what we have is a suite of solutions for retailers to leverage AI, and that ranges from content generation and content automation to how do you do the experience automation and to how do you do sales automation. So it's a full-fledged shopping engine, as we like to call it, for retailers, and it helps you run your shops on autopilot, helps you understand consumers and create and generate all of these shopping experiences on autopilot and make shopping more personal and fun. So that's what we do. And I'm super excited about how the space itself is evolving and how the next generation of commerce is really about making shopping personal. And I'm excited to be a part of that.